welcome back to The Vocalist. Today we are listening to the Carpenters, specifically Karen Carpenter. Not my first time hearing this woman, but talk about a voice. I mean, we'll get into it. But today we are going to be listening to the song Superstar. Here we go.
Long ago, and oh so far away, I fell in love with you before the second show. Your guitar, it sounds so sweet and clear, but you're not really here. It's just the radio. Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? You said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby, I love you, I really do.
Okay, here we go. There's so many good things happening. When we talk about voice types, soprano, mezzo, alto, and then of course, contralto, tenor, bass, etc. A lot of females are sort of misclassified as altos when really they are mezzos or sopranos and just haven't figured out how to access their upper range. Karen Carpenter is like a true alto. Like, she just had those glorious money notes that were so low and so rich and so sultry and so captivating and just like silky smooth. And I love it, which is why one of the many reasons I find her to be such a rare voice, because she has those low notes that a lot of females don't have. I'll stop and start as we go. The other thing I want you to look at is her jaw position. And I talk about this all the time. You really don't have to hyperextend or really open your mouth very wide to get these glorious sounds. She's creating so much incredible space in her oral cavity, but it's like backspace, lifting the palate, widening the palate. You can do so many things and not open your mouth too wide. And she just is doing a beautiful job demonstrating that. This intro as well. I'll pause again.
Long ago.
Okay. Was that not it was perfection? When it comes to a clean, pristine onset of a note, that was stunning. You'll also notice she opens her mouth a few beats before she actually has to sing to take in a really comfortable breath and not, long ago. No, she's she's really setting the mood with even her breath. It's just so good.
Long ago, and oh so far away, I fell in love with you before the second show.
I have to show you one more thing. Her breath, You would imagine before the second show she would need to breathe before that, but she doesn't. Watch her. It's so good.
Before the second show.
One more time. She carries that note, like when she sings you, longer than you would anticipate. And so I think most singers would feel like they need to breathe there, and she doesn't.
Fell in love with you before the second show. Your guitar, it sounds so sweet and clear, but you're not really here. It's just the radio.
That gorgeous vocal fry on I. The other thing, I won't go back because I know we'll hear it again, but you can hear when she goes into that slightly higher range, she's not afraid to let her voice do what it needs to do naturally. You know, you've got this gorgeous, warm, sultry sound at the lower part of your range, and then a lot of times people really try and carry that up, and they carry up a lot of weight, but in her case, she just allows, like, it's not thinner by any means. It's just a little lighter. She's obviously mixing more. It's not predominantly chest voice. And so it just creates like a natural different color. And I wish more singers would embrace that. I know we want like to streamline our voices and make them all like sound like one unit, but we do have different ranges and levels and different sounds and colors, and things change when we change notes, and I love that she just embraces that and lets it happen. You can pick literally any note when she says wait or again. I think I've mentioned this previously, but whenever you're singing low notes, again, there's like this need for a lot of singers. We tend to push more air because we want to try and create these gorgeous big full sounds. But the fact is, like, even when you're singing low and your chords are nice and thick, they still need to be able to vibrate. And so you can hear how easily she transitions from that full adduction singing to allowing just a little bit of breathiness to come through on many of these low notes, because it's like an ebb and flow. Like, she's got to have enough relaxation, I guess you could say, in her chords, you know, a limited amount of tension in order to sing that low. So she has a lot of flexibility down there in terms of like colors and applying that breathiness. I'll go back a smidge.
To be with you again. What to say to make you come again? Come back to me again and play your sad guitar.
The other thing I want to point out, I'll go back a smidge, but I love this song specifically because it really, like, if you didn't hear the verse and the chorus together, you would imagine they were completely different songs, you know? And I just think it's so cool. Like, I just think the composition of it is very, Very cool.
me again and play your sad guitar. Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? You said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby, I love you, I really do. Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? You said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby, I love you, I really do.
Sometimes I wonder if certain artists had been born in different eras, if we would have ever heard them, because what she does is so different from a lot of other artists, and it's really a showcase of just her gorgeous voice, and it's so effortless. And like a lot of the songs are very relaxing, kind of mellow, and so I don't know. I always wonder if, certain artists would have ever been discovered or ever had their foot in the door had they not been in the exact time that they were. And I'm thankful that, we get to hear her, but also just learn from watching her. It really is a masterclass in just beautiful, effortless singing, and I love it. So, anywho, that's it for today. Actually, you know what? No, I'm sorry. I have to mention one more thing. If you have not seen it, or maybe you're not familiar with much of the Carpenters and their songs, their work, just Google Karen Carpenter drums. Talk about a multi-talented musician. Yes. Okay, now I'm done. Thank you for watching with me, and hopefully I will see you next time.